That's what she said. My cinnamon bun is burning, bro. 1-star book. We did it, did it, did it. I want simple, I want cute, I want fun. I haven't fumed this much about a book in so long. This person is an imbecile. What's up, it's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be another episode 6, I think, of Do Your Worst. I almost forgot my hype button. We'll get it right. I don't usually start my vlogs or any videos on my bed, but here we are. Can you tell that's a ghost light? It's a ghost. You just kind of have to trust me on it. I thought it would look better than it does. I'm also wearing my merch from the one and only Steph from Stephanie Bookish, who is the focus of this episode of Do Your Worst. If you are unaware of what this series is, it is where I read my friends' worst books. Usually, if we disagree often, I choose those friends, or like if we just have completely opposite tastes in general. Steph is like, wait, let me finish that thought. The objective is that I find a new favorite based on their worst books because we ideally have opposite tastes. So it's a type of experiment series, if you will. I've only had one 5-star, aka a new favorite, from all 5 episodes so far. Hold on, I've done Kayla, Gavin, Bree, Kitty, and Noelle. Yeah, this should be episode 6. Wild. I'm still debating on whether I should continue this past the end of this year. I feel like I might run out of friends if I try to do that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just end up picking friends in general. We don't have to have opposite tastes. I'll just read their worst books. But the idea is that we have opposite tastes. Oh, I don't have the little sticky note. Hold on, I need my notes. Okay, I'm back with my notes. First of all, if you don't know who Steph is, I will link her channel down below, of course, but she is just the sweetest, most wholesome little bean. She is also a librarian, so if you want some professional librarian recommendations, go check her out. If you love romantasy, she reads a lot of that, a lot of high fantasy as well, which is our biggest difference actually, because y'all know my little BB brain when it comes to fantasy worlds. It doesn't compute most of the time. If it does, it's a miracle, and it's usually like, holy shit, I actually really like this book because I actually understand the magic and the politics and the world. I have notes about not all of our, but like a lot of her qualifications for this episode, if you will. This is how my notes go, guys. Like, there is no rhyme or reason. So I've done my research. I've watched her vlogs. I usually do anyway, but I've intentionally binged her videos one day to get more data. She doesn't like standalones usually. That's a big difference because I'm trying to be a series girly. I'm just so bad at finishing them in a timely manner, let alone wanting to reread when a new book comes out. Keeping up with series is just hard for me, but I love standalones. So that's one difference. She gave a high rating to The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, which is one of the worst. Okay, it's not a bad classic. I'm sure it has some good points in it. It's just my most hated classic because I had to read it 3 different times in school and write essays on it, and I was just so sick of the story. So it's one of my least favorite classics. She doesn't like Rachel Harrison. She didn't like Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke by Eric LaRocca. She loved White Horse. She loved Comfort Me with Apples. She didn't like the X-Hex. She loved Fourth Wing. I hated it. I will link that vlog down below. Avocation by S.T. Gibson. Was not a fan of it, but she loved it. And like I said, she reads a lot of high fantasy, epic fantasy. Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo was also on her worst books, I believe, of last year. Yeah, it came out last year, right? And I 5-starred it. The Simple Wild she didn't like. I gave it 5 stars. We do agree on Small Town Romances. She's the one who got me interested in Done and Dusted. Honestly, we can blame Steph for my little cowboy phase over this past summer. Well, it's still summer, unfortunately, but you know what I mean. All Roads Lead Here, we are both obsessed with. June Farrow, we both didn't like. We had a lot of 3 stars in common. We both loved The Poppy War and We Hunt the Flame. Taylor Jenkins Reid, we've agreed on, and just random YA books and graphic novels. That's all the evidence that I have as to why Steph was a good candidate for this series. I have my options. She didn't give too many 1-star ratings. I had to do some digging. So there are probably a few of these that are like 3 stars, and I would like read her review and it would say like she's so disappointed, or she put it in her worst books videos and it wasn't 1 or 2 stars, but she had a lot of dislikes about it. So it's not necessarily just in the rating is all I'm saying, but I have options. I thought I was gonna read a lot of fantasy in this just to test our but like that doesn't make sense. I feel like like, actually, it does make sense. But I also wanted to read romance because since we agree on romances, it'd be interesting to see what we disagree on with romances. I also don't have an order of how I want to read these books. I just know I want to start with Indigo Ridge, and then I took a Patreon poll for my top tier because Carmilla's get a lot of exclusive polls now that I move things around in the tiers, but they are currently voting on which ones to prioritize. I think my thing is just I'm going to keep checking the poll as I finish books and go to like the next highest percentage, if that makes sense. Indigo Ridge is my first one. Steph said she was disappointed, but she knew going into it that there was something in this that she didn't like. I've read Devney Perry before. I read Crossroads and I really enjoyed it. The Hollow Places. She said she's more disappointed in The Hollow Places than Indigo Ridge because she knew something about this one. But this is like cosmic horror, and it's T. Kingfisher, who I've decided is one of my favorite authors of all time. I've read 7 of her books now. I've owned this one for a while and I've been meaning to get to it, so I definitely want to try to get to this. So hopefully Carmilla's voted on that. I think last time I checked, this one was actually winning. My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. I've had this for over 2 years now too, because Joey bought me this on our first road trip. I've been interested in this for a while. Otessa Moshfegh has been hit or miss for me. I liked Death in Her Hands and I hated Eileen because it was problematic in many ways, but we'll see about this. If I do end up reading this one, I have Steph footage to insert for this one. This one I've been putting off for so long. I started it. I'm on page 20. I started this like last year. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I love chunky romances, and like if we agree on All Roads Lead Here, I'd be interested to talk to her about what she didn't like about this if I do get to this one. Clockwork Angel, already started it last year as well. 54 pages in. I might start this one over, especially if I find the audiobook, but we'll see. I am making my way slowly but slowly, not even surely, through the Cassandra Clare books. I've only read 3 Mortal Instruments books, and then I think I read Red Scrolls of Magic as well. We're trying to get through. I have box sets of like all of them. So Mariana Zapata, the author of All Roads Lead Here. So I want to see if I can make it through this one because I believe Steph DNF'd this. The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and then Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I don't get the hype with Stephanie Garber. I don't get the hype with Once Upon a Broken Heart series, but I do own the box set of this series. Thank you, Michael, for gifting it to me for my birthday last year. So I definitely want to try at least. Those are the options. I think this is the one I have the most options for, other than Kayla's, the first video. I've decided this time we're gonna have the Carmilla's vote on the order, but I'm definitely gonna start Indigo Ridge tonight because I'm just in the romance mood. Hopefully this is a quick read because Devney Perry's writing goes by fast. I also do at least one thing related to the creator that is like featured in these videos. So if you remember, I did like photo recreations, I spun wheels, I went bird watching, like just something that I associate with said friend, right? With Steph, since she is a librarian, I also work at a library, but my home library is not my work library. So I want to spend some time at my home library because it's also my childhood library. And we'll just sit there, hang out, read. I was actually just there yesterday, so I did already check out books. So we're not going to do that. I just want to have like a little productivity day at the library, maybe a couple hours. I definitely want to do some cozy gaming because Steph does that a lot, and watch Bridgerton because we've been bonding over Bridgerton. Technically, I'm on Queen Charlotte. We're on episode 3, so I'm going to watch at least one episode of that this weekend. I just actually finished episode 2 right before filming this. Oh, another thing I forgot to talk about. So Steph and I actually started bonding because we both have rheumatoid arthritis. So love that. So we talk about our chronic pain a lot and it's a fun time. Love making friends because of that. But yeah, I had that on my little sticky, so I figured I'd mention that. Super long intro, but I hope you enjoy this vlog. That is all. I'll let you know when I have updates on this book.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe never ends. It's being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the...
Look where we are. Guess who likes to also go to bookstores? Steph. So perfect. Joey's buying me a book though.
That's a reward.
It's a reward for being a big girl. We're back home and I have a little thing to share. So a company reached out to me called Clever Fox. They wanted to send me their reading journal. So they have a bunch of different planners and journals and stuff on there. They have like a couples journal thing. They have a fitness journal, health and wellness, I believe. It's like this smooth, leathery type of material. Okay, so there's a how it works. We've got index with lines for book titles and star ratings. We have a monthly reading log. I'm gonna need more lines than that, babe. Daily reading tracker. Okay, this doesn't do anything for me, to be honest, because I read every single day. The last time I read 0 pages was April of last year for one day, because that was like peak depression mode. And then the last time it hit that peak depression mode was August of 2021. One of those days I read 0 pages. There's a TBR section, but this would be really useful for most people. Reading list. Ooh, we love a stats page. I might use this. Thoughts and notes pages. Okay, so the rest of the pages are these. So there's a book review section. There's like a little pie chart. Overall rating, date started, date finished, year published, title, author, genre, subject, fiction or nonfiction, some themes. And then it asks you a few questions like, what did you think of the book? What will you take away from it? What was the aim of the book? How well did the author fulfill it? Would you recommend this book? And a 1-sentence book review, and then just a notes page. So that's really cute. Maybe I'll try it out just for a couple months, because I mean, I don't know how many pages there are, but it's no bleed paper. Oh, it comes with stickers. These are so cute. These I'll definitely use in my reading journal. Oh, there's one that says shelf care. Read it in one sitting. I love that. Thank you so much, Clever Fox, for sending me your reading journal. I actually might try this, or maybe I'll just do it for like books I really enjoyed or have a lot of thoughts on. But if I do every book, I'll fill this out in like 2 months. So we're just gonna do books that stuck with me. Cool. Thank you so much. I'm still working on Indigo Ridge. 74 pages in, and it's good so far. We're meeting all the characters. Our main character, Winslow, moves back to her hometown in Montana because she got the job as the chief of police. There's some triggers in here already. There's a death that she's gonna investigate because it's something that happens fairly often in this small town, so she's investigating that. But the romance part comes right in the beginning. It's like in Swift and Saddled when they have that unexpected one-night stand hookup situation. This was in the back of a pickup truck, and then she realizes the next day, on her first day on the job as chief of police, she realizes who she actually hooked up with, and so does the guy, and we get dual POV, so that's fun. I'm enjoying it so far. It's pretty easy to read. I do want to get a good chunk. I want to read at least another 100 pages tonight somehow, somewhere. Tomorrow we're gonna go to the library right when they open, around 1. We're gonna do some cozy gaming. We're gonna watch that episode of Queen Charlotte, but tonight I have to call my cousin because she just moved by herself to Arizona, so I want to check up on her and see her new apartment and everything. So I'm gonna call her, I'm gonna read a little bit later, and hopefully not fall asleep in the process because I'm exhausted. I also had a Menti B today, and that's because it was a rough day. Goodbye.
It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms.
Hey, so cryotherapy is done. I love that, how it looked like tears and it was cryotherapy, which means like cold therapy, and it was like an under eye mask. I'm definitely gonna buy that again. So we went to the library, so check on that. We also watched Queen Charlotte today, check on that. We still have time to do some cozy gaming, but we can do that at any point. Forgot to say that I have to end this like Friday morning, currently Sunday, so we've got some time. I just need to end it for my Patreon readathon, my weekend readathon, which is all cozy themed, so it is pretty Steph coded as well, but I'll be doing a separate vlog for that. But anyway, we went to the library, I got a video up, got my full moon book club video up for early access on Patreon, and it's supposed to go up tomorrow because tomorrow's the full moon, so yay me. And now I can just read for as long as I want the rest of the night. I got to page 152. The writing is alright. There's nothing special about the writing, and that's pretty much how I felt about Crossroads as well. Like, I feel detached from the characters. I don't feel their chemistry. It's all physical attraction. I mean, he talks about how she's like this fierce, strong, brilliant woman because she's the chief of police, blah 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 blah, and she like stands up for herself, and there was an ex involved at some point and she was like talking back to him and standing her ground. I'm still like warming up to this town and these characters. Right now it's feeling like a high 3 at the moment. Nothing has made me swoon just yet. There are some cute parts, but it's just like all in their heads so far. Well, there's some flirty banter because right now they're basically just fucking. Not much else, and she's still trying to solve this case. Obviously, we're only 152 pages in, but things are unraveling and I have some theories. There's this really sad B-plot with Griffin's uncle. I forgot his name. I feel like that would make me cry at some point. I am planning on reading this whole series. I just hope it doesn't let me down. I just don't know why I'm reading so freaking slowly. But the top tier Patreon poll where they're voting on which books I prioritize for this vlog, My Year of Rest and Relaxation will definitely be my next pick. I chose the first book, but the second book's definitely going to be My Year of Rest and Relaxation. So hopefully I'm able to start that tomorrow.
A few moments later.
Okay, I take everything back. I'm loving it. Living, laughing, loving. I am now 208 pages in. There was a toucher and you die scene. There was a jealousy scene. Yeah. They know they're not casual. They're not, no. They are more serial. Oh my god. I'm so glad. I'm feeling things now because it was about time. 200 pages in and there were moments I highlighted all over. I dog-eared. We're opening up to each other now. He's learning about her and her parents. She's learning about him and his past, kind of. Now we're at the like, what are we? Let me take you on a real date type shit. Also, they're having 3 orgasms before dinner. Like, kudos to them. Hello. I have an update. I finally finished my first book. Hold the applause. I feel like I've been taking so long to finish books nowadays. I don't know, man. But I finished Indigo Ridge. I am giving it 4 stars. I resisted buying the entire rest of the series on Pango today because I'm still on my book buying ban. But like I really contemplated breaking it. I just want to read the whole thing and I want to annotate them. You know why? Because these covers are like such distinct colors for each one and it'd be so satisfying to see them all annotated. But also I like Daphne Perry's books because I like the font. I like how they feel. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, whatever. If you know, you know. I just shouldn't have read the epilogue. I always read the epilogue, but I knew. It's a romance. And usually these easy romances end in the way I hate. But that's okay. It was only the epilogue, and I think the progression of the story was really well done. I think the thrilling aspects were really well done. I think the discussions about being in this field were touched upon, and that was hard to read. It took me a while to get into because it was purely physical between the two of them for a good, like, I want to say the first half of the book, but I would say the moment that really hooked me was 200 pages in. Before that, they had some cute moments, right? And like, it was fun getting to know everyone in the town, getting to know our 2 main characters individually, but as a couple, it didn't hit me until 200 pages in. That touch her and die moment, that jealousy moment with the ex and everything, loved it. I did like, I don't know if I liked the twist, but I was kind of bamboozled. I was, not gonna lie, didn't guess it. My theory was incorrect, but that's okay. I think this is my genre. Like other genres with romance mixed into it. And I think I knew that before, like horror romance, thriller romance, like I love that shit. And like I'm always in in the mood for them. Even when I think I'm not, I always am. And I always end up liking them one way or another. Even those by authors I never thought I'd enjoy, let alone give 5 stars to. If you know, you know. I liked how their relationship progressed as well, and I like that it wasn't as big of a deal with the town as they thought it would be. They made it seem like it was so taboo for them to be together, and like if anyone in the town finds out, all hell would break loose and blah blah blah. But no, it was fine. It was fine. I liked the side plots as well, and I'm excited to read the second book. If I really need to scratch that itch, I think I'm gonna read the Christmas novella. It's technically 0.5, so I was probably supposed to read it before this, but it's called Christmas in Quincy, which is the small town in Montana this takes place in. I actually didn't really tab too much. That's not a lot for me, which I'm surprised by, but it was a fun read. It got intense. I was stressed. By the end, I was stressed. I love when books can make me feel that way, especially when like my expectations are close to none. So yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I think Steph gave it like a disappointing 3. So first win, first book of this vlog. Then I started my year of rest and relaxation, and I got 6 pages in. I read those pages in the last few minutes of my lunch break, and the audiobook came through. I was like, I'm not gonna have time for anything because I can't find audiobooks for any of these books, any of the options. Even if I strayed away from the Carmilla voting, the poll, I still don't have audiobooks for anything except The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, which is up there on the poll, but it's longer. And if I'm gonna do a long romance, I'd rather do Things We Never Got Over. But I think I'm gonna tackle this. And I think I'm gonna start the Hollow Places as well because those are the top 2. This one was actually, I think it's at like 11% on the poll, which I'm surprised by because this is a pretty popular book, but I knew I wanted to start with this because I was just in the mood for it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start the Hollow Places today too, now that I know I have the audiobook. And I heard the audiobook's not the way to go, but if I'm following along, I think it'll be fine. But I do definitely need the audiobook because the first chapter is 51 pages long. So I just don't think I'm fully in the mood for sad girl lit fic right now. I need something less depressing, more plot. I don't know, but I think those 2 are definitely going to be in this vlog, and then I think I'm going to have to end it because I still have to start the spell shop for my Patreon bloody read. And I also forgot that I was going to participate in Kayla's Raven Cycle series read along because I've never read it, and it started on the 17th, so I was supposed to start the Raven Boys on the 17th, but I totally forgot. So I gotta squeeze that in at some point. Heard the audiobook's not the way to go for that one either. But I also have a little bit of a clothing haul from this small business called Threaded Heaven. I don't have a discount code or anything, sorry, but it's an embroidered Snoopy comfort color shirt. I have a plan for this. I had this like burnt orange and white striped long sleeve, and it's like those really tight long sleeves. I'm gonna put that under this. And then I got a Halloween Town University crew neck. It's also embroidered. And then one mental breakdown later with the SpongeBob flowers. I thought this was really cute and very me. And I haven't bought a white crew neck in a while. I'm gonna make some headway into this book. Hopefully I can hit at least chapter 2 today. This is under 300 pages, but I also want to start the Hollow Places just to get a feel for it as well, because I know it's like more cosmic horror, which kind of makes me nervous. I know Steph hated this one because she hated how depression was depicted. She hated how shitty the main character treated her friend, I think is what she said in the vlog. You know what? I'm just gonna let her tell you.
It really rubbed me the wrong way, and I know it's sarcasm, okay? I know it's satire. I know that we are having a depiction of 2 types of depression because I'll just describe it for you. Our main character, she is going through depression and she is deciding to work through her depression by letting go of the world. She is unplugging from the world and she is taking pills to kind of let herself relax and rest for however long she needs to. She has a best friend who is kind of the other depiction of depression. She is depressed, but she's the one that instead of cutting off the world, she tries to kind of keep up with everything in life. They're very toxic relationship with one another. Their friendship is horrific. The way that they talk about each other, the way that they interact with one another is really awful. And I know again that this is satire, and I know underlying what this was trying to do, but for me it just made me feel really uncomfortable because I don't have those type of relationships with my women friends. I just can't be in competition with them. I want them to succeed at everything. It was just hard for me to read. It made me very uncomfortable. I didn't find it to be funny at all, and I didn't really love the writing, but again, it was just one of those things that it wasn't for me.
Thanks, Steph. This has been on my radar for a while, and I've just been intimidated by it for some reason because I've heard negative things. I know everyone gets bored by it, and I have to be in a very specific mood for this type of writing. I think it'll be fine. I think I'll definitely like this more than Steph for some reason. I don't know. I feel like this is another win though.
Honey, You've got a big storm coming.
And then T. Kingfisher would be a good bet as well because I love T. Kingfisher. That would be my 8th book by T. Kingfisher, The Hollow Places. I think we have good odds here. Will they be 5 stars? I don't know. LOL JK, my Switch was dead. So that was a little fake gaming moment. We're still gonna do that once it's charged. Instead, I started The Hollow Places and I'm 12 pages in and I'm already liking it more than My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I don't mind this. I get why Steph doesn't like it. I get why a lot of people don't like it. I got it mixed up earlier. I said that Steph doesn't like how our main character treated her best friend, but her best friend is the shitty person. So we're in the main character's head. I don't even know her name. We don't even get her name. Even in the synopsis, we don't get her name, but we get her best friend's name. She's like, Riva worships me, but she also hates me. She doesn't understand why I always want to sleep. She just doesn't get it. And she just tells me to get up, force yourself to go. Like, why are you always sleeping? You're lazy, blah, 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 blah. Like, she's being very inconsiderate and rude, disrespectful, to be frank, and just doesn't understand the concept of mental health, it seems, because clearly her friend is struggling and she's just brushing it off like a lot of people who don't understand mental health do. But I'm 38 pages in and I will try to finish at least chapter 1 tonight, but I just love T. Kingfisher's writing. Yes, I only have 1 5-star from her. I've read 7, like I said, this is my 8th book, and I've only had 1 5-star, which is What Moves the Dead. But I've grown such an appreciation for her writing. It's just, there's always humor in it, no matter what story we're reading. And it's always this like haunting, harrowing feeling. Even in her like fantasy books, there's still that like darker undertone, with the exception of Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. I feel like that one was purely lighthearted, funny, and technically it's middle grade, so that makes sense. But other than that, like right off the bat, it almost feels like the same characters, but like at the same time it's so distinct. This kind of reminds me of that Black Mirror episode where they're at that like museum, and I think that's all I have to say for y'all to know what I'm talking about if you're familiar with Black Mirror. This girl, what the hell's her name? Kara, also known as Carrot, goes to live with her uncle Earl at 34 years old because he has gout and he needs help around the museum and just like someone to look after him. And he heard that she's gone through a divorce and she has to move back in with her mom, but he knows that they're kind of toxic for each other. So she's gonna go live with him in this like weird museum, and it's basically, if you've ever been to an Oddities and Curiosities expo, it's that, but in a museum. And Uncle Earl is just very eccentric, very fun, quirky, and yeah, there's already humor in it in 12 pages in, and I already know all of that just from 12 pages. I didn't even read the synopsis. That just tells you how good of a writer, how good of a storyteller T. Kingfisher is. So I think I'm actually gonna really like this one. I think Steph gave this 3 stars. I think I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but she did say this was more disappointing to her than Indigo Ridge was because she expected a certain thing in Indigo Ridge, which I haven't asked her about yet.
I think I'm gonna give it a 3 stars because I really was invested in the first half of the book, and then the second half just kind of lost me, and I slowly just kept losing interest in the book. It is a really fun book, and I think that if you like some humor in your horror, like cheesy humor in your horror, you'll probably love The Hollow Places. The thing is though, is there are certain things that are happening that still feel really unexplained to me, and I kind of felt like in the first half you get all of this build up to a situation, like a really creepy situation, and then it's kind of over. While it's not completely over for the rest of the book, it just didn't feel as intense as it did in the beginning when everything starts popping off. So yeah, I think it's a 3-star read for me just because I stopped caring halfway through the book.
I think she gave this one 2 stars. It'll probably be more than that for me. If this were my first Ottessa Moshfegh, I think I'd hate it right off the bat, but I just know Ottessa Moshfegh's very like brutally honest, very gritty, very like unapologetic and like borderline problematic, to be honest. But I don't know, there's just something about her writing that like captivates me at the same time. Even though I know this is like a mundane, boring, long-winded story, I'm still down to push through with it. Oh. Wait, no, cancel. Why did I think this was touchscreen first? The store is now open. Why are you laughing?
Oh, it's not open. Why does she have an English accent?
I don't know, but I'm just reading.
Oh, you're just like narrating.
Can I make my fucking bread? I just don't understand. How do I make a marshmallow roll? Thank you. Jesus fuck. I just want to put my window displays out. I made a mess. I made a mess. Clean it up, bitch. Clean it up. Clean up. Clean up. Everybody everywhere. Put the fucking broom away and take the order. Thank you. Damn. This is so actually confusing. Are you kidding? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, that's the wrong fucking ingredient, dumb bitch. This one. Now mix. Mix it all together and put it in the oven for her. Forgot I was recording. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Haven't not. The oven is out of firewood. A new order was placed. This is so stressful. Oh my god, oh my god. She almost slipped. Let's make some marshmallows. Marshmallow twist. Get it. See, I could start a Twitch. People would love hearing me
I watch it.
play. Mix it all together, and you know you got the best of both worlds. Whoa, 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 yeah. Okay, I think we've had enough. Oh, I can expedite that? Are you actually fucking serious? No, throw it in there. Yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, there's already a bun in the oven. Oh my god, how do I get it out? Oh my god, who wanted this? Someone take it. Jay, babe, you need to run a little faster. We've got customers, my dude. She's so cute in her overalls and her blue hair. Run, put it in the window, to the wall. Oh my god, I didn't even realize there was someone waiting. Oh my god, there's nothing in the, there's no firewood in the oven. Why isn't it open? A customer's about to leave, you impatient motherfucker. You know what? Fine, I'm throwing this out. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Let it close. See if I care. Leave! Leave then! Leave! A customer left hungry. Good. No one asked for your fucking opinion. Am I done? Inspector Mustache, back to complain about my bakery again? Miss Bonbon, I saw beetles all around the bakery. I had to come back. Ugh. Now I've got beetles. Are you fucking kidding? I did not sign up for this. My cinnamon bun is burning, bro. Oh my god, now I gotta catch beetles. Can you please just get in my net? Oh my god. There are so many beetles. Look at these bitches. Look at them. They just think they own the fucking place. Get over here. Stuff in here too. Oh my god! Get in here.
There's no customers, man.
Oh, I caught 12 bugs. You're getting better, Jay. Thank you. Okay, I'm done. No more. I'm done. I'm done with you. How do I exit? I don't know how to work this shit. Oh, there we go. Hope that was entertaining. Okay, bye. Hey, it is after work because I keep not bringing my camera with me, but I have a whole ass update. Not a half one, a whole ass. A whole booty. No, listen. Okay, let me explain. As Steph would say, we have pivoted just a little bit. She always uses the word pivot and I always say I want to like incorporate it in my own vocabulary because she's a trendsetter, you know? I just always forget until this moment. So I was watching Kalila a week ago. She did like reading thrillers for 24 hours or whatever. And this one was one of them. So I added it to my Libby and then I looked on Goodreads and McKay gave it 4 stars. So I was like, okay, McKay is hard to please. So this is probably good. I might like it. And so I added it to my Libby with the intention of reading it whenever because I think I got it for like 21 days. And then today I totally forgot about it and I was just scrolling through the audiobooks that I have, just chilling, and I saw this and I was like, why do I feel like Steph has read this? So I searched, you know, on Goodreads, searched her read books and lo and behold, she gave it 1 star. I was like, this is serendipitous. This is fate. I needed an audiobook that I was actually gonna enjoy because I haven't enjoyed an audiobook. I haven't finished an audiobook. I haven't wanted to listen to an audiobook for like 2 weeks now, unless I'm like following along or whatever, but now I'm 84% through. I'm 84% through. I just binged this. My office mate was like doing her own thing. I was listening to this during work. I just could not stop. Even on my lunch break, when I had the chance, I still read. I read The Hollow Places during my lunch break, but all I could think about was this book. Is it good? Not really. There's nothing really special about it. Like, the audiobook is just kind of addictive. The narrator's voice is easy to listen to. It's like deeper and like mysterious. I don't know how to explain it, but it hooked me from the start, and like I don't even know why, because it's a missing baby story, and I usually don't like those types of books. I also don't like books that are superficial. Books about money being the center, or even like part of the twist, or whatever the fuck. Books about fame, same thing. This isn't about fame. This does have money involved though. At first I was like really liking it, and I'm like, okay, I have some hope. And then I'm 80% through, and I'm like, why are the reveals placed so weirdly? The author made some odd choices on where to reveal certain things, and then now the characters know certain pieces, and we know all the pieces, but it's just like what actually happened. But now we know, and now I still have like almost 20% left of the book, so I really don't know. Maybe there's another big twist. Who knows? Essentially, the premise is this couple next door leaves their 6-month-old baby at home to go party with their neighbor because that neighbor was like, oh, adults only, we don't want your baby. So they left it alone. The babysitter was supposed to come, but she canceled. The husband was like, oh, we'll just leave the baby monitor going and it'll be fine. We'll check on her every hour, and every time she stirs and we see it in the baby monitor, we'll go over there. It's not a big deal. We'll have a couple drinks and then we'll leave. Now it's 1 a.m. Okay, way past midnight, and they go and check, and the baby's gone, kidnapped. Don't know what happened, and then the book proceeds. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I think I'm definitely liking it more than Steph, because she gave it 1 star. I feel like it could still be 2 stars, depending on how it ends. But right now, ooh, why are you unfocusing? I'm still the main character. Right now, it could be 3 stars. It could have been a 4 for like a long time. A majority of the book was a 4-star because my intrigue was at 4 stars. But now that we know things, it's dwindling for me. So we'll see how it ends, and then I'll give y'all an update. But I think I'm for sure gonna like it more than Steph, so this is probably most likely definitely a win. Definitely not a favorite of all time by any means, but it's a quick thriller. That's a thing. It was super quick. Like, it's a 9-hour audiobook, and then I listen in double speed minimum. Almost done with this. I'm definitely gonna finish it tomorrow since we're going to a concert tonight. Not bringing you with because we're not doing that. Also loving The Hollow Places. Oh, I also have to I'll read some of Steph's review just to like compare thoughts. She did agree with me though that it's a very quick read. Oh, she mentioned the POV. The fact that it's 3rd-person POV does kind of throw me off. I agree with her when she said like it would have been better if we had a 1st-person perspective, at least one. But anyway, Hollow Places, loving it. I feel like this is gonna be a high 4, if not a 5, and I'm only 52 pages in. The humor, unmatched. T. Kingfisher, something about her writing and something about her humor just gets me every time. Like, the most simple lines just make me literally cackle out loud. She does characters really well. She does atmosphere and like story setup and setting setup very well in all her books. I've only given 1 book 5 stars from her. I think I said that yesterday. So that's kind of odd that she's like one of my favorite authors now, but I'm still gonna read everything she writes because this is like portal horror is how I heard about it. I also heard it's cosmic horror. We're meeting more characters. We're finding said portal now. We're figuring things out. The uncle asked her to watch the museum for an indefinite amount of time. About as far as I got, but the dialogue's good. Being in our main character's head is good. It's just a fun time. I'm gonna go and I'll probably talk to y'all probably tomorrow because I'm gonna bring a book. We've got an hour-long drive, baby. And by we, I mean Joey. Oh, there's a siren. That's my cue to go. I lied. I'm checking in tonight. We just got back from the concert. I only had 1 drink. I'm fine, clearly. I'm really not that tired either. We had seats, so things were chill. Phenomenal performance, though, by both Driveways and Bill Murray. Driveways, their scream vocalist is also the drummer, and I was highly impressed. That is round of applause talent. This lighting is not worth any sort of applause though. There we go, that's better. I'm trying to make more progress in The Couple Next Door. This is literally all I have left. I read 262 pages today, which is great. I haven't read many thrillers this year, I feel like. But when I do, I feel like I've chosen either long ones, like The Clinic, or slower ones, like Middle of the Night, or just like bad ones, like Middle of the Night. This is also not great. We're like talking in circles at this point. I'm on chapter 32. I forgot to mention that chapter 15 is really when I started, like I was hooked from the start because I was intrigued by how this is happening, and I trust no one. Okay, we have like many unreliable characters, but chapter 15 is when I had my first visceral reaction when they checked their mail. That scene, yeah, if you know, you know. We're just talking about what we already know. There are just certain characters in this book that are just plain stupid, like moronic, idiotic, all the fucking things. This person is an imbecile. If they just had better priorities in line, this book would not exist. It's probably like a low 3 at this point, high 2, depending how it ends. I'm assuming there's gonna be one more, at least a little twist twist because we still have almost 50 pages. Right now, it's not looking good. I trust no bitch in this fucking book. I hate books like this where it's just like redundant. It definitely would have benefited from first person POV because like now that we know things, it's just annoying that certain characters don't know things. So I'm definitely gonna finish this tomorrow morning, maybe not. It's Wednesday. Say it with me now. It's my day off. I do chores on Wednesdays and I'll have audiobook time. So that's tomorrow. Oh, I got a chunk of Hollow Places done in the car too. 86 pages in. And it's really fast. I don't know if it's the font or just the writing or whatever. Because the chapters aren't like the shortest, you know. It's not like it's 2-page long chapters. But it just goes by quick. I really didn't think I would like this as much as I am. Yay! Good morning. We're sitting in the exact same spot as last night. I realized a couple things. Forgot to do a fun fact for Indigo Ridge. So I gotta think about something for that. I'm currently doing a sprint on Discord with my patrons. I'm gonna do fun facts about cowboy boots because the dude in that book was a cowboy. There was one part where boots were involved within the mystery. A lot of them, most of them, the quality ones at least, are obviously made of leather from like animal skin, right? Like hides of cows. But the skins of animals such as sharks, snakes, and even bullfrogs have all been used. But now you can get vegan leather boots, so there's that. I'm currently reading Hollow Places, and I realized I forgot to say that there was one part that I dog-eared. It says, honestly, it reminded me a bit of that fairy tale, The Goose Girl, where the severed horse head gets nailed to a wall and the heroine talks to it every day. Their new book, A Sorceress Comes to Call, is a Goose Girl retelling. So, like, a lot of her books, I've seen, like, Easter eggs for, and I don't know, this was from 2019, so I don't know if she started writing A Sorceress Comes to Call back then. Also in the Twisted ones, I remember circling a couple times where it said the Hollow Places. I believe this came after the Twisted ones. I'm not sure. This could potentially be 5 stars. I don't remember the last time I've read a portal horror. They do mention Narnia a lot in this, but this is so far quite literally a perfect book. It's made me laugh so many times. This character Simon, love him. His humor is just top tier. It's literally made me laugh out loud, like without even thinking about it. It was just an uncontrollable laughter. They make some provocative jokes every now and then too. It's been a fun time. I'm 114 pages in. I'm gonna read until 9 o'clock and then I'm gonna get ready for the day so I can film and pick up a hold from my home library once again. I placed a hold on Woodworm because Kayla read it and then I was seeing it on folk horror recommendations all over Bookstagram. So I just placed a hold on it and it's another shorty patorty. So I'll add it to my ever-growing library stat. Again, I got it down to like 3 or 4 library books and then I don't know how we got here. I just need to get through the manga that I have left so I can clear those out at least. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. I think while I'm getting ready, I'm gonna listen to The Couple Next Door. Also, when I'm putting laundry away. That's the plan, Jan. I have to edit a lot today because I am behind on vlogs. I'm stressed, just a little bit. Okay, that ending for The Couple Next Door. Dude, what? That ending was great. I think it might have pushed it to 4 stars. Excuse me, what? Okay, so there was one more plot twist. I actually kind of liked it. There was one predictable part, maybe 2. Other than that, I don't know. Those last 50 pages were pretty good. Dare I give it a 4? I think I'm gonna give it a 4. That ending really pushed it to a 4. There are some fucked up people in this book. Every single person in this book is fucked up. I kind of forgot that this was a thing in the ending and then it like circles back to something that was like halfway through the book. Yeah, that was well done. I've never read a Sherry LaPena. I think that's how the audiobook said her name. But wow. Okay, I get it. I've heard so many bad things about this book, but like I think the people that I almost said the right people. That's so mean. But the people I align with the most taste-wise, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense that I like this. I haven't fully listened to an audiobook in so long. And by fully, I mean like not zoned out, followed the plot all throughout, grasped onto everything that was going on, didn't get lost, didn't get confused. I was in. So maybe that reading experience alone really made it happen for me. So, Steph, here's another win for the vlog. That's crazy. 2 4 stars in a row. Okay, let's see what fun fact could I do for this. A big reason why it's not 5 stars, a lot of reasons, but like there were maybe 2 interesting characters in this whole book, and there were a lot of characters. One character was named Richard, Anna's dad. Obviously, I think of Richard Gilmore, so all I could picture was this big teddy bear of a guy. And of course, even though his wife's name was Alice, I kept picturing Emily Gilmore. It was just kind of funny. But, oh, should I do onesies? There was a onesie involved. Brief history of the onesie. Why is it called a onesie? We know that. Hold on. Who invented the onesie? What do Americans call onesies? What makes a onesie a onesie? Take a shot every time I said onesie. I'm gonna click this brief history. Winston Churchill started wearing them because of how comfortable they were. That was one turning point of the onesie. Completely changed the way people looked at what we now call the onesie. The siren suit was one of the earlier iterations of the onesie. A one-piece garment that covered the entire body, the siren suit was initially designed for use on the way to and in air raid shelters. This suit addressed and solved the problems of warmth and modesty that came up during nighttime air raids in the UK during World War II. Siren suits had a similar style to that of boiler suits, which were worn primarily by mechanics, bricklayers, and similar types of workers. I see. There's Winston Churchill in all his glory, wearing pajamas. Okay, that's as good as it's gonna get, I think. So, woohoo! I am still doing Discord sprints. I've been rough editing while listening to the last part of that. I think when I'm doing chores and stuff, I'm definitely gonna listen to the audiobook for my year of rest and relaxation, and I'll just have the physical book handy so I can annotate if I need to. So let's hope my focus stays on that as well. But my plan is to finish that book too, because that is only a 7-hour audiobook, and I am 19% through, so 5 hours and 54 minutes left, and I'm listening in double speed, so that's like a little under 3 hours. That is so doable. It's only 10 a.m. Hell yeah, what a productive day so far. I gotta put laundry away. I have to eat some brunch soon because I'm starving, but I kind of want to film. I'm gonna return this audiobook. I also kind of want to read at least one manga today. I don't know if I'm gonna vlog it. I just want to let y'all know that that might happen because I haven't read manga in a while. I've read 2 manga this whole month, but yay, finished a book. I'm gonna go do all the things, fill out my bullet journal. I have to start editing my second full moon readathon vlog. I'm currently editing my July book haul right now, my birthday month book haul. Full moon readathon part 2. 2 hours! Why am I like this? Okay, I'll talk to y'all later.
I met him on a sunny day in late July, and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned. Just tell me how we lost track of everything but each other. I honestly don't know. And tell me how we messed up, drifting away from each other. Didn't wanna let you go.
I chose my mushroom mug to represent Steph. Everything in these Do Your Worst vlogs are intentional. If my guest, I guess featured creator has a strong brand, I'm going with their brand, you know? She's very like cozy. Her Witchwood Apothecary Patreon theme has mushrooms in it every now and then. I think there's a mushroom on the shirt I wore. Yeah, here we go. Cheers. I'm also wearing my merch. Merch store is always linked down below. This one's the But Are the Chapters short. Long sleeve. It comes in short sleeve and other things too. But yeah, I always forget to talk about my merch. So there we go, shameless plug. I just filmed part of my Carmilla video. I think now I'm gonna drink some coffee, edit until the sprint is over, and then I'm gonna finally eat my first meal of the day. That sounds like a good idea. Hey. Ow. Oh, my nails need to fill in soon. They got stuck in my hair. I just put away 2 loads of laundry that I did last Wednesday. And then I was like, okay, I'm really getting into this audiobook. So I decided to fix this drawer. And it closes now. I still have this other one that I'm not gonna show because it's embarrassing. That was successful. I'm still doing Discord sprints, which have been so fun today. Sorry this lighting is just not doing it, but I'm not moving. I am now 46% through my year of rest and relaxation. Page 134. The R word was used. Like I said, Otessa Moshfegh has her problematic moments, okay? She just writes some unhinged characters, but not in like a stabby unhinged way. They're just saying whatever the fuck comes to their mind. And honestly, that's how I'm sure a lot of us feel like we would like to be at all times, but sometimes you kind of have to have a filter. That's the thing. She has no filter. Being in her head is kind of exhausting, very depressing, but there's some humor in there, some dark humor as well, but definitely some moments where I'm just like, it's comical. how, like, what the fuck it is, you know? Riva, the best friend, is still fucking annoying. Our narrator started her year-long sleep, and of course Riva's being very judgmental about it. There was this one segment where she just tells her therapist about her dreams. They're all just such funny dreams. I was like, this is how I sound telling Joey about my dreams first thing in the morning. I did it this morning, actually. I had some weird dreams that, like, connected different parts of my life, like my current library that I work at, and then my past library, and then people from, like, school, and yeah, it was weird. 134 pages in. I still feel like I could finish this book today. I have like less than 2 hours left of the audiobook in double speed, but I do kind of just want to edit for at least an hour. I've decided I'm gonna go to the gym when Joey gets home in like less than 3 hours, but it's been a fairly productive day, I think. Has it? It would be grand if I could finish The Hollow Places by tomorrow morning because it's going by so fast. And then this I could definitely crank out today. I just want my coloring books. I bought coloring books yesterday. I forgot to tell you. I ordered 3 cozy, simple coloring books inspired by Steph herself. I was like, this is perfect because I watched her 24-hour readathon vlog. She was talking about how her adult coloring books just stress her out even more. And I was like, was I not just saying this to Joey the other night? I can't remember if I said it in this vlog, but I was just talking to Joey about it. I was like, I want to color, but I don't want to look at my stupid mandalas and these intricate ass pictures. Like, I want simple, I want cute, I want fun. So I got 3 of these like cozy, cute, spooky ones. Oh, I'm so excited, but they don't come till Monday. So this vlog will well be over by then. I'm sure it'll be in my monthly favorites that I do for my top tier patrons. I'm sure it'll be like my new hyperfixation. Ew. Every time she talks about her ex, Trevor, it makes me want to vomit. The shit Riva says is just so like out of pocket. I can't. Oh, Whoopi Goldberg. Why is she so obsessed with Whoopi Goldberg? She's mentioned Whoopi a lot. A lot. Like every few pages she mentions Whoopi Goldberg. One time she was talking about Whoopi Goldberg's vagina and I was like, okay, that's a boundary, my dude. What are you doing? These chapters are so long, so I'm so glad I have the audiobook. Okay, I hate editing unboxings now, but I just literally watched USPS come in and drop off 3 packages for me. First one, look, it's from Aaron Beauregard's website, which is one of Joey's favorite authors. We met him at this Books and Brews horror author event and it was so much fun. I've never read anything by him, so I decided to buy a book from his website since it sold out by the time we went back and decided to buy more stuff. But also I bought Joey a new t-shirt with Aaron Beauregard's little logo thing. It's an intense photo, I know. He's an extreme horror author, so there's that. But I also got, oh my god, they're like magnets and shit. Nightmare Nirvana, and all his books have pictures in it, and I think I'm definitely gonna read this soon. I'm gonna put this on my September hopefuls actually, because I wanna get a taste of my first Aaron Beauregard. There's a magnet. I'm gonna put it on our fridge. I'm so excited. A bigger sticker that says Splatterpunk Outsider. A bookmark that matches. Love that. And then a little keychain. I'm gonna give this to Joey. Incredible. It's short too. 160 pages. It's just like a bunch of stories. Some fucked up stories. I just love this cover. And then I have a Pango order. I want to say this is the Overstory. I ordered this like last month. Oh my god, this is so well packaged. The fuck do I even open this? There's stickers in there too. How do I get it out of there? I don't want to scratch the book with my box cutter. It's so dangerous that I'm allowed to even hold a box cutter, let alone use it. That worked. Oh yeah, okay. It says Books and Tea, my recipe for a perfect day. Too bad I drink coffee, but that's still cute. Oh, the sword with roses, and then this cute little scenic bottle thing. I got the Overstory by Richard Powers because, as some of y'all know, I'm trying to make my way through the 100 best books of the 21st century. And then we have my Twisted Retreat box. I'm so excited for this. This is probably gonna be one of my favorite boxes just because I think it comes with 2 books, and one of the books is The Final Scene, and I've been eyeing that for literal months, like since April. I had it on my Kindle for a while, and then I found out that it's gonna be in this box, so I just waited. I don't want to spoil myself, but there's a spoiler card. It's a horror book box and it has like actual practical items. Like this is lotion. Ooh, I'm actually gonna eat this like right now. There's a birthday cake flavored Rice Krispie treat. What is this? Oh my god, this pen! There's a skull! Oh, it's one of those twisty. Oh yeah, I love that. What is this? Joey's gonna shit. Joey is gonna shit. A pizza cutter. A fucking pizza cutter! And it says, here's Johnny! Oh my god. That is probably gonna be my favorite item in this. This. Is this a bath bomb? Ugh, it smells good, but I don't use bath bombs. This is like the second time I've just wasted a bath bomb. Maybe I'll give it to, I don't know who takes baths. Oh my God, stop. Is this a book sleeve? Shut up, there's a book sleeve. No, it's not. It's not a book sleeve. I think it's a pillowcase. Oh my God, it is a pillowcase. What is this inspired by? What is this? Is this Bigfoot? Is this Stolen Tongues? Is this inspired by Stolen Tongues? That literally looks like the cover of Stolen Tongues. Tell me. Stolen Tongues pillowcase. Wow, I'm so good. I'm so good. We've got The Shining. We've got Stolen Tongues. This is beautiful. Okay, so first we have, ooh, it's purple. This is like my favorite box I've ever like paid for. Twisted Retreat is actually amazing. I don't even know what this is. It doesn't go away, it just takes on fresh forms. I love the spider webs. Giving like Wednesday Addams vibes. Oh, it's a journal! It's a journal! Cute! Not that I need one, but it has like silver edges. I love that. All right, there are 2 books. Here's the first one. Ah! Yes! I'm gonna read this for my cramming vlog, hopefully, because I heard it's super fast paced, so I can just squeeze it into August because I've been waiting with bated breath. My dudes, oh my God, final scene. Oh my God. You know, I actually spoiled myself for this already, but I totally forgot everything about how beautiful, y'all. Yep, I'm reading this month for sure. I'm gonna squeeze it in one way or another. That's what she said. The last item is the other book, which is Block Island. Okay, I've never heard of this. I love Twisted Retreat books because it's usually not books that you've heard of. Actually, I think the next one is a very popular book at the moment. I don't want to spoil it yet. It says, on a clear day, you can see Block Island. This is cool. And I love how short both these books are. Ooh, that's creepy. Ooh, there's a map. Cute. This is by Gage Greenwood. Oh, the back, there's a little window. There's a reversible dust jacket. I love this box. This is perfect. This is a perfect box. Other than the bath bomb that I'm not gonna use, this is a perfect box. Pillowcase, I'm gonna put it on my pillow right now. I fucking love that. I don't think this is big enough for my pillow, but that is sick. I'm gonna go back to editing now. Buckle up, buckaroos. This is gonna be a long update and you're gonna have to stare at this the whole time, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just have to make sure I have better lighting. I just have to rant about this fucking 1-star book. I don't know what Steph gave it. She might have given it 1 or 2 stars, but either way, I'm giving it a 1. Where do I even begin? Where the fuck do I even begin? I'm gonna try to not spoil the ending, but the ending was about the dumbest ending. I see what she's trying to do, but she's really not succeeding at all. I understand that, oh my God, I haven't been this infuriated by a book. I haven't been this livid. I haven't fumed this much about a book in so long. I don't remember the last time I was this like viscerally mad at a book. Ottessa Moshfegh writes these unlikable characters, right? Like terrible characters. There's a difference between being unhinged and unlikable and being just straight problematic. And that's what this character was. I'm just gonna start off with the moment I decided this was gonna be 1 star. Okay, our main character, like I said, she's obsessed with her ex. I get that she like craved affection and is desperate for it and will take it from anything and anyone. She is just clinging on to this idea of her ex. No matter how shitty he was, he literally treated her like a piece of meat. He treated her like absolute dog shit, okay? He would like command things and she would just do it, and he would basically SA her. And she just like took it. He has moved on and she is still obsessively calling him. He never answers, but she leaves voice messages. There's one that she lied about being sexually assaulted. It literally says, quote, "I've been sexually assaulted, comma, quote, I lied." Just so she could ask him to come over, hoping that he would take pity on her and also realize that he misses her. The page after that says she calls him again after he doesn't answer. This bitch can't take a hint, for one. For 2, quote, "Look, I don't know how to say this. I'm HIV positive. I probably got it from one of the black guys at the gym," unquote. Are you fucking kidding? Why in any fucking universe, why would you ever say that? There's no reason. Like I said, there's unlikable and there's just problematic. You could have said anything else. You could have lied about less problematic things. Trigger warnings for eating disorders, suicidal ideations, depression, a lot of things. Eating disorders because the best friend, Riva, the most intolerable character, I don't know who was worse, to be honest, the main character or Riva, but I had some like empathy for this main character until that moment where she was lying about all that. I had some empathy for her because she, you know, is depressed. She's going through it. She just wants to sleep for the rest of the year or whatever. She's just lost, confused. She doesn't know what to do. She's getting shit shitty treatment from this doctor. She's getting shitty treatment from this man, this best friend. The friend just keeps making it worse. On top of that, they watch TV, and then every celebrity that she sees on TV, she's like, oh, she's bulimic. And she says all these like body shaming things to all these people that she's just watching on TV just to make herself feel better, and it doesn't even work. Then she gets all codependent and then love bombs. They both love bomb each other. She's more codependent, I think, but our main character just tolerates it, just allows her shit. She just like shows up unannounced to her house while she's trying to sleep, while she's trying to do whatever. She drags her out to go to all these events that she doesn't want to go to. Oh my fucking god. And then, oh yeah, self-harm too, trigger for self-harm, but like as a they're joking about it. I'm not gonna slip my wrists in the tub like a normal person. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Why? Otessa is just trying to put all these shitty qualities in the shitty person to emphasize the fact that she's shitty, but like she's doing it in a problematic way. Like you can be shitty in so many other ways. It doesn't have to be this. Then that ending, bro. Oh my god, that ending just was so like out of line, left field, like unnecessary. Again, I understand what she was trying to do with the juxtaposition or the whatever of like being asleep and being awake. That last line, fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. No one, oh my god, I've never been so mad. I've never been so mad. It's really sad that this was one of the books that Joey bought me on our first road trip, but he's okay with me unhauling it. The other book that he bought me on that road trip was another Otessa Moshfegh, taking full blame for it because I chose them. He just paid. Death in Her Hands, I actually kind of enjoyed. Yes, there were some problematic parts in that too, but from what I remember, it wasn't that bad. The ending was just shitty in that one too. I'm gonna keep that one because I gave that one 3 stars, and I'm gonna unhaul the shit out of this. I don't even want to like try to sell it. Like I just want to throw it in the fucking trash. I have never wanted to pound my head against a brick wall more than whilst reading this book. It was tolerable in the beginning. There were some funny lines. You kind of go into it knowing that you're gonna get this unlikable character who just like spews out random shit or just thinks random shit, and you kind of get like desensitized. And then you tell me this shit 200 pages in? Hell no. I don't understand. I don't understand how someone can give this 5 stars. Unless you completely miss those lines, unless you don't give 2 shits about the problems in those lines, or just like zoned out, I don't know, or forgot that happened. Because I have missed, especially if you're just listening to the audiobook, like I have missed things, not like this, but like I've missed things that were borderline problematic or like just like doesn't sit right for some people. But like this is kind of hard to miss because it's prominent throughout, especially with Riva being prominent throughout. Also, leave Whoopi Goldberg alone. Like, she is minding her own business. You did not have to involve her in this bullshit, bro. My god. I don't even know. I still own Lapvona by Otessa Moshfegh. And part of me, I don't want to say hate read, but part of me still wants to read it because I've heard how fucked up it is in terms of like the horror aspects. And I want to know what this grape scene is about that everyone's talking about for Lapvona. So I'll probably still try to read that at least. But that's it. If she comes out with anything else, I'm not even gonna look it up. I took off her backlist books from my wish list. Like, I don't want to anymore. And it sucks because I love this cover. I love the hot pink. I did tab it. I did take the time to sit here and read it. Thank God for the audiobook because holy fuck. Like, there are so many harmful things that this bitch has said. Either bitch. Like, Riva literally called her a spaz. It was like, don't be a spaz, when she's just like genuinely concerned about things. Oh, there's also parental grief in this. Some baby stuff. There's a fucking lot. That last page, so dumb. Like, where did that even come from? We did not need that. That makes no sense. Why would you put that in there? Like, that is like very insensitive. Just to prove a point in this like awake versus asleep thing that you're trying to keep up throughout the story. Wow. I'm just in fucking shock. I am in shock, my dudes. 1 star. The first loss of this vlog, probably the only loss of this vlog, because The Hollow Places is going to be the last book, and I'm loving that one. So I can't wait to dive back into that after this fucking abysmal piece of shit. I don't even know. This is the worst book of the month. This is going on my worst of the year. I'm not even gonna have it to hold up at the end of the year because I'm getting rid of it one way or another. I'm putting it in my worst books right the fuck now. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm gonna end this vlog like tomorrow morning before Joey and I go off on our endeavors because I'm going to start my Lair readathon vlog early so I can include those in that vlog for Patreon, because I know Saturday I'm not going to have much time to participate in our Lair readathon, so I'm going to start a little bit early and give them a little bit of like spooky endeavors, because tomorrow is Pumpkin Spice Day and we're going to go to Spirit Halloween as well. I'm done. Rant over. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will see y'all in the morning. Hi, this vlog is still going. We just got back from a whole day of just spoopy endeavors, but I did read more of The Hollow Places. I am now 220 pages in. We're gonna sit here and finish this damn book. It's like 5 p.m. Still enjoying it. I listened to the audiobook a little bit using Joey's Spotify when we were out, but it's not on my Libby or anything, so I'm just gonna raw dog the rest of it. I'm gonna eat this popcorn because popcorn is part of Steph's brand as well. I was watching her most recent vlog and she was just talking about how obsessed with popcorn she was, so I was like, I need to get popcorn. There's definitely some creepy parts, but my main thing about this is the humor. The characters dynamic, Kara and Simon. I think the way they interact with each other is just really wholesome and really funny. It makes for a great book. Right now they're just like trying to figure things out. They got out of a certain situation, like the main situation, and now they're just trying to figure out what is exactly going on, how are they gonna explain certain things to people, what they're gonna do to prevent certain things from happening. Really good. I can't wait to read literally all of T. Kingfisher's books. This seems like it's gonna be a win. I mean, I knew that from like page 1, but I have 116 pages left or something. Let's do it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Shout out to Joey and Spotify because I don't use it. Fun fact. Don't ask me what I use for music. Don't do it. I don't want to be judged. But I finished it. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I believe Steph gave it 3 stars. So here's another win for the Vloggeroonie. Like I said, love the characters. Even the Uncle Earl, even though he wasn't present throughout the whole book, still enjoyed him. There were definitely some parts where I was a little creeped out. Not like scared, but creeped out. There were some gross moments too, and just like some moments that made me wince because she got some injuries throughout her endeavors. Not that I've read any H.P. Lovecraft, but I know like his style, right? Just from what I've heard. And I could definitely see that comparison being accurate. It almost felt a little bit sci-fi, just a little bit. I feel like this is for fans of The Book of Accidents by Chuck Wendig, which I also gave 4 stars. I read it in my Do Your Worst Kayla video, so I'll have that link down below. I do have a Do Your Worst playlist, so if you wanted to watch this series before it was even a series, that playlist will be linked down below. And also for fans of The Haunting of Velkwood, which I didn't enjoy too much. The concept is kind of different, but like certain decisions these characters made or like things that involuntarily happened to them, it's similar. I think I like this one more than the Twisted ones. The only thing about this is I didn't understand certain choices in terms of like the organization of the plot. I thought we were gonna be in the Hollow Places the entire time, and we're not. It's like a back and forth type of situation. I feel like it wasn't what I expected, but it was fine because then there was this weird ass resolution to it. When we were figuring out what was going on, that was like such a T. Kingfisher move because she's an animal lover, you can just tell. And there's a lot of like taxidermy in this. Usually it's like an animal companion, but here she inserted her animals in the taxidermy, so that was cool. But sorry, circling back to the resolution, I thought that was really clever. It's definitely weird. Something about it wasn't 5 stars. There was a little bit of time where it dragged, but not too many pages. Maybe like a chapter where I was like, okay, don't get bored, Jan, don't get bored, focus. And that's when I needed the audiobook towards the end there, but it wasn't boring throughout the majority of the book. Loved Simon. Simon really made this story what it is. And it's set in this Oddities and Curiosities museum, like a wonder museum, right next to this coffee shop where Simon worked, and it's just so good. So this is my 8th T. Kingfisher book that I've read, and this would rank 3rd, which is pretty fucking good. So I've only had one 5-star, like I said, and that's What Moves the Dead, and then it goes A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking, which I read earlier this month for Full Moon Readathon. I'll have that vlog linked down below as well. The Hollow Places, and then I think the Twisted ones would be 4th. I'll put Castle Hangnail, which is a middle grade, and she's under Ursula Vernon for that one. Nettle and Bone would be 6th, I think. And then Thornhedge, but there was something else I read. Oh, What Feasts at Night. What Feasts at Night would be 7th, and then Thornhedge would be 8th. That sounds right. Sorry, that ranking was all over the place. But I also have a fun fact about otters, because there was a taxidermied otter in the author's note at the end. wind or the acknowledgements or whatever, it says that Amazonian great otters actually exist. So that's terrifying. I think in the book it's 8 feet long, but it says on Google that otters can only go up to 6 feet, almost 6 feet. Giant Amazonian river otters do exist, though they are endangered. You may find a video on the internet that records their vocalizations as they hunt. They make a high-pitched giggle like feral children. Shut up. I kind of want to find a video. That's fucking creepy. Hold on.
Danger of extinction, and this affects the entire ecosystem because it is a great predator that maintains the balance of populations of other
Bro, these are huge. What the fuck? Those are gigantic. They're like panthers with fucking flippers. No, that's fucking scary. I want to hear their sound though. They're in South America.
Is he looking for his mother?
That is terrifying. Yep. Ooh, wait, what's this one? Yep. That is scary. Anyway, fun fact, river otters can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes underwater, dive to depths of 60 feet, and spend 2/3 of their time on land. That's terrifying. But otters are so cute. They like hold hands. They mate for life apparently, according to Tiffany. And they're just so fucking cute. I literally cried watching a video of an otter. A couple of videos of otters. Oh my god, I love them. 3 out of 4 wins. 3 out of 4 books are wins in this vlog. So what a successful vlog. I still only have 1 5-star from this series though, and that was We Hunt the Flame from episode 5. But thank you so much, Steph, for doing this with me. I will have her video linked down below, hopefully. If not, her channel will definitely be linked down below. Not sure when this video is going up, so I don't know what the timing and everything is, but I'll link it eventually when I remember. But her channel is definitely there, so subscribe because she's incredible. I love her so much. I love hearing her thoughts on all the books, and I'm glad this experiment was a success on my end, other than my year of rest and relaxation, which is definitely going on my worst books of the year. In this vlog, I read My Year of Rest and Relaxation, The Hollow Places, The Couple Next Door, which was a pleasant surprise, and Indigo Ridge, which I also gave 4 stars. Wow, 4 stars for 3 out of the 4. Amazing, incredible. If you made it to the end of this video, there's an otter emoji. Oh my god, put the otter emoji. Oh, but also a mushroom to represent Steph. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to do some self-care today. Hope you had a 5-star day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.